Welcome to Football is Life, presented by footballvideos.com and your host, WDR, the king of college football game films. Hello, football fans. I am WDR. So great to be here with you. I'm the king of college football game films, and I'm going to be your host today on the second episode of my show, which is called Football is Life. So I hope we're live out here. I'm not sure if this is all going out there. I kind of think it is. So we're going to move along here. I have some IT folks out there trying to keep me in line. So let me know. But real quick, folks, let me get started with a few housekeeping things. And the screen you see here above. We're going to start off with my logo out there, which is Football is Life. And what some of you tuning in may wonder is, you might say, what's Football is Life? What's this TV show thing? Well, this is what Football is Life is about, and I kind of put it down succinctly for you. It's just so you know the general nature of what the show is. It's about those things you learn from playing the game of football and how those lessons aid you as you go through life. That's the general theme of my show. I'm Bill Roman, WDR, Willie, whatever you may know me as, but I go on the show as WDR, the king of college football game films. And the purpose of this show, over the last 30 years, I've been collecting America's college football game films. I have over 60,000 college football game films, and I market them. And you may want to check out below here. I market my football game films at footballvideos.com. So what I ask of my viewers of many things beyond being entertained today is check out my site, footballvideos.com, where I list over 60,000 college football games played since 1905. I probably have some of yours, probably have some of the games of someone you know in, or maybe just a school that you'd like to see again. So check out my site there. And also, oh good, it looks like, thank you. I'm just checking my notes here. I'm on there, very good. So anyway, that's what I do. Check that site out. And another cool site that I've just started is called footballvideos.xyz. It's my new concept called Watch Football Now. You can watch football now. You don't have to wait until it's on TV. Go to Watch Football Now, and I have over 20 games there where you could click and watch some of the greatest games ever played. So that's a little screen housekeeping. Feel free to call me anytime at 717-732-5643, either now or after the show. Email me anytime about any questions that you might have. So that's a little bit of housekeeping, a little bit about what the show's about. So let's concentrate a bit here, if we might, on the focus of today's show, which is actually the greatest college football game that I've ever played. I show you this because it's kind of cool, but I want you to know that there's at least 2 million guys that have played college football since 1950. 2 million of you. And you all have your stories and you all have your greatest games. Well, one of the purposes of my show, Football Videos Life, is to tell your stories about your greatest games, about the great things that you've done on game film. And we'll talk about the stories, we'll yuck it up, and we'll talk about some of the lessons that we learned. And as far as my show goes right now, I see the 1980 Kutztown versus AIC game as the best college football game I ever played. For this game, I was nominated ECAC. I always say nominated. I won ECAC Player of the Week the first week of September. September 13th, I think, this game was played, which was actually 40 years ago today. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to review that game film, and we're going to talk about things. I hope we have some folks in the chat room. I'm not seeing them out there yet. But nonetheless, I'm going to begin my review of the 1980 Kutztown versus AIC game. And before we get there, let me just set it up with a little bit like this. This is the 1980 Kutztown University Golden Bears football team. A fine squad indeed. We were coming off of the year before we were 6-3. We were an improving team. There was a lot of great hopes for the 1980 Golden Bears. And I know I came into camp in my best shape, looking good. I'll never forget when Coach Baldwin told me, Willie, you can't get hurt because we have no backups for you. And that was music to my ears, because I I wanted to play every down of every game, and actually I did. So let's get started here, folks, by reviewing the game film. This is 1980, Kutztown versus AIC. This is our first series. I didn't catch the kickoff. The film was messed up. There's a punt. So we had a first series that was unsuccessful. As the game goes on here, I would like to talk a little bit about my company, about my film. What you're seeing here is a quality of a game film. And one might say that, well, let's get it at a better spot here. One might say that this game film is kind of grainy, kind of washed out, and that it is. But here's the deal. It is a correct historical representation of what happened that day. So when you buy a film from me, you should know picture quality. I rate it on a 1 to 5. A 5 is the best and a 1 is the worst. This game here would have a zoomage rating of about 4.75. Nicely zoomed in on the action. Good job, Bill Bell, who I think filmed this game. But here's our defense, their first series. There's number 43, Perry Calderon, great back. In the middle there, I see number 53, Larry Mertz, just made that tackle. Larry was a hell of a linebacker. I see Eddie Podorski. That looks like Mike Riley up to the right there. Nice tackle. AIC was a good team, as you'll see. They moved pretty well. They put 333 yards on the ground on us this game. There's a nice tackle by somebody. Who was that? Maybe Coker. Steve Coker. But that running back there's name was Bob Brandel. He was a hell of a player. Trina Keeney. Looks great, Willie. Hey, welcome in here, Dave Keeney. So anyway, folks, here's Dave Keeney with us in the chat room. So Dave, what I want to do for Dave, one of the things that Dave did, we've been sharing some video. I can't believe he remembered the formations. But let's just take a look at some things here, Dave, as we start off. This is our second drive. Here we are in all of our glory. Come on, pause. Here we go. So what's the formation here, Dave? I have me out here. This is Willie Roman. Dave Keeney. You might be here or there. There's Donnie Shaver. That might be Dan Hatton. What formation we got here, Dave? I couldn't tell you. All I know is that I was on the left side, and that's all I ever really had to know. But there's Greg Gristick, and here goes the action. Second series. Now, there goes Donnie. So, yep, that's Donnie Shaver, great running back, drafted in the 6th round by the Minnesota Vikings. And we're going to try to throw to me, and it's an overthrow. And look how open I was. And I love the video here where I'm looking downfield just thinking, if I could have caught that, I'd have been gone. But anyway, it was good to see Greg's throwing the ball early, because it's not something we did much. Boom, block pass, all right. 2 series down, Dave. No, nothing happening yet. What do you think, bud? Hey, Brenda. Oh, wow, Brenda. Really? I see Brenda out there. Hey, I love your show too, Brenda. We got to talk. Thanks for tuning in. So here's the second series for AIC. As you can see, they're chewing it up on the ground, but we got a pretty tough defense in there. Our defense this year was spectacular. There he goes, though. Number 24, Bob Brandel. He went for a lot of yards. That hurt us. But stay tuned. We have an answer for some of that as this game goes on. 43 did well, too. A lot of room in there, guys. There's Mike Riley, number 28. Shout out to Mike Riley. There's 43, Calder on the bottom. The heck is that number 36 name? Wetterall, Steve Wetterall. On the tackle is Mike Riley, pushing him out of bounds. Nice work, bud. So second series, and here they come. They're trying to throw the ball. Didn't work. Looks like the D might hold. This guy here killed us. I see Bernie Nowakowski in there. Where's Ed Podorski? I don't see him in there. This quarterback's a big guy. Threw the ball well. Incomplete. Complete. me look at the chat room a little bit. Smash. Smash. Thanks. Coach Keeney said that was a smash formation. Ram. I know there was ram and smash. Dave, I went through this film, Dave, and I got some great plays of you, man, coming up. But here we go. The score's 0-0, and AIC's moving in on us. It's 43 is killing us. I could see Leonzi going crazy on the sideline. There he goes. I remember we said Bob Brandel rambled over us. So that's it. We're down 7-0. What are we going to do on offense? This will be our third possession coming up. What will the boys from KU do now? Do you remember this game, Dave? Much? Brenda, we do think alike. I got a lot to learn from you, by the way, Brenda. This is my second official. I wonder if I return that kickoff. Dave Keeney, I wonder if you can, let's just check this out. I can't figure out if I returned this kickoff or if someone else did. Keeney, take a look at this. Who returned? That might be me dropping back. I don't know. It was a pretty game run back, though. It might have been me. I'm not even sure. So here comes our third series. It's like, here goes Donnie trying to run him. And, you know, we ran him hard for 3 years. And there it goes for a second time. I won't even tell you our little nursery rhyme yet. Well, no, it's a pass. What? 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 Yow. 57 yards, people. Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Let's break this down, Dave. So here comes the best play of my college career, believe it or not. The longest catch and run. I don't know what the best play. This is the longest catch and run. This must be ram. No, this must be smash, Dave. I'm not sure what the formation is. I'm guessing Dave Keeney is somewhere back here. I don't know where you're at, buddy. That looks like. But anyway, this is me, and the play is going to come across here. And check out the catch in traffic. Oh, no, this is going to be the next play. Hold on. But this is a great throw by Greg Gristic, too, by the way, coming up. This was the kid's first college football game. The first time I ever played with him. Watch him stick this ball in that peephole. Boom. Great catch in traffic. Great move. Speed. I'd love to know where I ran the 40 in there. He's not getting me. Watch me blow the mouthpiece at the end. Best play of my life. Love that play. So anyway, that put us down there. Got us back in the game, maybe. So now we're trying to reestablish some running game, which, if I'm not mistaken, we had a tough time doing today. Greg going for broke to a great tight end there, Bob Moreski. Great ball player. You know, you play with some people sometimes and you're just proud to be playing with them. Oh, there's me. That really wasn't a fumble. That was not a very good play. That was actually a reverse. Funny thing about this, folks, for you coaches out there, here's the play run wrong. We ran this play wrong. Watch how Moreski doesn't block for me. That guy there is supposed to be blocked by Moreski. So the whole play, and there's Bobby sitting there, right? Missed the block. But that's okay because we're going to talk about that coming up later. You're going to have to remember that. That's going to come into play because we're going to try that play again. So we tried a field goal there. Brian Wart missed it. Would have been 7-3. My 57-yard run could have helped the cause, but missed field goal. Anyway, we're gaming these guys, and it looks like our defense is starting to stiffen up. I'm going to look at the chat room now, folks. Great play. All right. All things YouTube. Thank you, sir. Belly action. Big play. I like that pointer too, buddy. Thank you. I'll point out some players with the pointer, buddy. Our defense. We had a good defense, by the way, guys. That looks like Bernie Nortowski making a play there. This big number 12 wasn't a bad quarterback. Looks like he just threw a touchdown against us. Funny, I'm not seeing some people I should be seeing in this game. Want to know some interesting players playing in here, folks. Some players of interest. I think that's Andy Millen. Andy Millen in here somewhere. Matt Millen's younger brother, number 57. There's Pod, number 23, Ed Podorski. I haven't seen you much in this game, bud. Here goes a bomb of a field goal to make the score. Did he make it? Yep, field goal. We're down 10-0. Can never figure out who's returning these kickoffs. I think it's me. I'm not even sure. Loved returning kickoffs, hated returning punts. Keeney was a good punt returner. I couldn't catch him. There goes Dave Keeney, by the way. Let's give Dave Keeney a little love here. So out in our chat room, folks, is Dave Keeney, who was a hell of a running back, number 21. And I think he's, let's see here, Dave. It might be him going in motion. Let's see here. There goes Donnie. That play did not work all day, folks. Coach, throw the ball. Throw the ball, coach. I could hear myself. There goes Keeney. That looks like a nice little trap. Tough runner. The guy was a tough runner. There goes Dave Keeney. Oh, buddy. Nice one. Nice pitch out. Do you know the play, bud? That looks like a first down. We're starting to get at these guys, as you can see. With the running game, good job there. But Donnie's just not happening, as I recall, in this game. We kept giving him the ball. God bless him. I think he had a bad toe. There he goes again. Nothing. And I think his toe was really hurting him. Donnie Shaver had a great career, got drafted by the Vikings, like I said. But his senior year, he had a nasty toe injury that I think just bothered him the whole year. He did some righteous things, but wasn't the same guy he was the year before. And I think when he was a freshman, he set severe records for touchdowns. But anyway, we're down 10-0 here, guys, and it's not looking good for the Bears. Long trip up to Springfield, Massachusetts. Look at this guy. Oh, that was a nice play there. I remember that was Bernie Nortowski. Nice job, Bernie. Bernie was a junior, great player. And here he is running this guy down. Look at him run him down, boy. Nice job. I remember seeing that happen. It's like, if you didn't do that, Bernie, it was going to be 17-0. Left halfback, okay. 40 action curl. I don't remember 40 action curl, buddy. Hey, thanks, Brenda. I'm trying to get some views. We did have an athletic line. I should talk about the line, David. We had a hell of an offensive line. As a matter of fact, I understand. I'm gonna just pause this for a second. As far as our offensive line goes, I don't know if we caught this, but I heard the first play of this game, Jeff Pammer, who was all psyched up for this game, and I heard the first play of this game, Jeff Pammer pulled on some kind of pull play and smashed into somebody face first, and his entire face mask shattered in his face. And he had to leave the field and get a new face mask. But Yiggs Pammer, number 63, there was Jimmy Bennett back there too. Uh-oh. Looks like someone's just done some good on offense. Let me go back here a little bit. Yeah. Can you switch to the talk? Yeah, sure I can. I hear you. Let's try it. Yeah. See my pretty face when we're doing this. 40 years later, buddy. Didn't age well. Sorry. Although I still run 5 miles a day, just like George Baldwin taught me. Nobody could have got me to jog 5 miles a day except George Baldwin and my buddy Eddie Podorski. What the hell happened? Did I miss my play, guys? I don't know. All right, here we go. Boom. Ah, see, I used to be able to catch in traffic, people. That play was a catch in traffic. There goes Billy Lasco, number 25. No, held on. I love that little trap play. Did I catch another one? I actually watched this game, and I'm not sure if it's me or not. That's me dragging over there making that catch, ain't it? No, it sure is. Here comes the offense. See, when we throw the ball, George Baldwin, we can move it. There goes Donnie with a nice catch and run. This is the passing game, folks. This is something at the time was like almost... We used to do that a lot. That's, hey, diddle, diddle, run Donnie up the middle. And believe me, it works for a while, but you got to air that ball out. I'm a big fan of play action pass. I don't know what your theory was, Dave. As you coach, I can only imagine. Yeah. So we didn't score. I think it's 10-0, and the first half is wearing out. Too much on the ground, guys. Too much on the ground. There goes Jerry Sakanik, buddy. For all you Whitehall Zephyrs out there, there's my man, Jerry Sakanik. This is what he did all year in high school. Sack. 17-yard loss. Jerry Sakanik was a hell of a nose guard. Honored to be on the same field with that guy, although he was a defender and I wasn't, but on the same team. Dave Keeney with a fair catch, maybe. Yikes. Huh. Danny Hatton. Danny Hatton for about 12. Now here we go. Watch this play by Dave Keeney. Watch this. Boom! Aye! David, I have been watching game films. Let me pause that. Dave, I've been watching game films for 30 freaking years. And I've seen a lot of plays on film. I have always looked at this one as one of the most... I'm going to nominate this, and this is a fun thing we're going to do in Football is Life. I'm going to do 1,000 shows, and I'm going to nominate a lot of plays. I'm going to nominate this for the greatest, in Kutztown's history, by the way, the greatest catch under duress and run, okay? The greatest catch and run under duress. I wish I could do this in slow-mo, but anyway, watch how Dave Keeney, this is coming up after this. This is Danny Hatton. Nice run by Danny. Watch Dave Keeney get blasted in the face and hold on to the ball with one freaking hand and still... That's amazing, bud. That is a hell of a play. So here come the Bears. Keeney makes an amazing play. Let's try to throw the ball in the end zone. And Donnie was not open. What we going to do? Who's that? What? A reverse? There's the block. Oh, baby. Who? What? Hot. Touchdown. Kutztown. Golden Bears are on the board. On a what? What? All right. Dave, you got to tell me. I thought the name of this play, Dave, I thought this would be Slide 59 and Action Flex. Do you know the actual... yeah. But anyway, here's the formation. Here's me over here, guys. This is the reverse. And if you remember before, early in the game, I ran this reverse and it looked like I fumbled. It was a clusterfuck, part of my language. But we got this right. And what has to happen on this play? This is a reverse. These guys were totally fooled on this play. Look at the defense. How this play is designed to go out here. And we've got them all sucked in over here. It's beautiful. The trap is set. I'm over here. I've never come behind here except one play before that failed. The key here is to make him do what's called a hook block, as I recall. And let's watch this sucker unfold. It's a reverse. Watch his block now. Bang! Look at him put his hand on his hands afterwards. Yeah, you see, right here's Mareski. Remember, he told me this was the hardest hit he's ever had in his life. He really rung his bell on that play, but I mean, he deserves props on a replay because watch the block he lays for me. Remember, he missed this before, and it was failure. But what do you learn in life? If you get it wrong once, learn from your mistakes. Look at the block now. Boom. But the spin move, the speed, they can't stop this kid. Touchdown, 13-yard run. Best run of my college career. So that's fun. Guys, this is what football videos is all about. This is why you want to buy your game films. You can buy your game films, watch your greatest play like that. Get a bunch of friends over, get a barrel of beer, and have a great time reminiscing about all these things. Because, you know, the slogan for my business, of course, is the older you get, the better you were. Truer words were never spoken. But also you have to remember that the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's the thing about game films. They're true representations of what happened, in this case, 40 years ago. Not only 40 years ago, but kind of 40 years ago today, at this very moment, this game was actually being played. I still think about it. I don't know how old we get before we forget these things, but these were the greatest days for me, and I know they were for a lot of other guys out there. And this is why I do footballvideos.com. This is why I do Football is Life, because I enjoy the game of football. Learned a lot of stuff from playing the game. Like, for example, George Baldwin, what did he teach me? You know, one of the things was I never was a jogger. I never used to like to run long distances, just hated it. But Baldwin made us do it and do it and do it. And before you know it, it's something I still do every day. I still jog 5 miles a day and love it. And I think it's good for my health. And I would recommend all you other folks out there who can get out every day and do 20 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, just like Coach Gino. Oh, look at that pop in there. Oh, wow. Hold on a second. Wow, I know contact when I see it on the field. I think this is Mike Riley, my man. Watch this hit. Oh! Oh, God. I'm sorry. One more time. Guys, this is a violent sport. And they don't want to play this year because they're worried about their health. Holy smokes. Watch this contact. This is contact. And I always said, you deep safeties, boy, watch this. Boom! Oh! God bless America. Nice hit, Mike. I think that was Mike Riley. Might have been Pod, but I don't know where Pod's at in this game. Got to give him shit for that. His name's not coming up on the announcers. Here they go again here, marching on us, though. This game is wearing down. There's only 9 minutes of film left, so I'm going to let it roll because I don't want to go over. Yeah, we're 28 minutes in here. I'm going to look at the chat room a little bit. Nice. Not sure. Forgot about Ride and Slide. Yeah, and I never heard of 50 Action Curl. But it's funny how many of us guys remember plays. I just remember my plays were Ride and Slide, and I used to love when Greg Grizzle would say, flex. I mean, that reverse that I just ran for a touchdown was something this world has never seen in a Golden Bear uniform. I just don't do, which I don't know that we ever ran reverses to a wide receiver. It's kind of something I thought I tried to push. I loved running reverses. I'm gonna nominate that play as the best reverse run for a touchdown in Kutztown history. And by the way, I have been in touch with some Kutztown folks. Wonder if any of them made it in, but talked to some Kutztown guys today, and you know, just so you folks know, I'm going to do thousands of these shows live. Some other people might do them, you know, but I want to reproduce game films like this, relive them, because I think this is the thing. I think this is watching football. I think it's a Saturday afternoon, and we are watching Kutztown football. I mean, not the way we like to at live and stuff, but this is us. These are the guys. I know these guys. We did this once upon a time. There's Pod, number 23. The best player in Kutztown history. Not in the Hall of Fame, number 23, Ed Podorsky. 4-year starter, multi-year all-league. Helped our defense here to a great year. I don't know if they did too good today. I did research this AIC team. They were 8-2. So this is a good team that we played here. And we could have had them. I mean, make that field goal. I don't know. But here we go, trying to come from behind. There's Danny Hatton. And, to my way of thinking, I know Coach Keeney, you coached. Oh, there you go. That's Dave. Quick. He got you pretty good there, though, buddy. But I don't know your theory, Dave, as a coach. I just think when you're down by this much, you got to be able to throw the ball. When we were down, we didn't know what to do. And although we spent the whole season talking coaches out of it. I don't know if you remember, Dave, the last game of the season, the championship game. I remember at halftime, I wanted to do it. I didn't have the guts. But you went in at halftime, went on the blackboard and said, we need to run this play. I'm going to go here and you're going to go there. And I remember you drew the play up that we would score a touchdown on. And we went out in the second half and we scored a touchdown on the exact play you drew up. I suppose your coaching prowess was being displayed way back then, bud. But I remember you did that. And in truth, you're looking at a KU offense here anyway that was just beginning. This is the beginning in the history of Kutztown football where the coaching staff were really pressured, maybe is the word to say, maybe we need to throw that ball a little bit. I know one of the things Coach Baldwin always said, there's just 3 things that can happen when you throw the ball, and 2 of them are bad. Hey, we gotta order. Someone's calling. Yeah, you guys can call me, by the way, if you wish. Now or later. We could talk about your games. We could talk about doing a show. What's I ever thrown there? Yeah, we can talk about doing your show. We can talk about buying your videos. What I want to do is get groups of schools in here. Yeah, good. All right, there's only 4 minutes left this game. We're down 17-7. They got the ball, and here's where a running game can really hurt you. These guys just burn the clock out from here, I think. But just probably a good time for me to talk about some of my buddies out there on defense. It's funny back in the day, the offense and the defense were so separate. It was like we were on 2 different teams. I don't even know half these guys, but there's Larry Mertz, great running back. There's Eddie Podorsky, number 23. I think what I would like to do is just to see if I can, these guys here. Just a little bit about our defense. They were awesome. Here they go. Here's our 2 monsters. A shout out to our defense. And again, this was the first game of the season. I think what I'm going to do, folks, unless somebody kicks me off the internet, each week, next week I'm going to do this for our second game against Shippensburg. I have that game filmed too. But each week I'll review a game. But as we go through, we talk about these guys. Here it's number 23, Eddie Podorsky, my best friend. The reason I came to Kutztown. And just a great guy. We'll talk more about him as the season goes. You watch this guy hit people from the backfield. He is one hell of a hitter and just a violent defensive back. This is Larry Mertz, amazing athlete, unbelievable physique, speed. He played at Lehighton. I played against him in high school. These 2 guys were 2 absolute monsters on our defense. I won't tell you how our season ends just yet, but we had a great year, and The reason was, I suppose, number one, our defense was just really good. And then, nice run, Dave. Dave returning punts. I hate it returning punts. But we had a good defense. And we also found an offense in this number 11. There goes Dave. That's a nice run, buddy. What'd you run the 40 in, Dave? I'm going to guess 4.62. I don't know. Ooh, another catch. Pumping up the stats late. Oh, we were driving here. Oh, yeah, that's right. We were driving. The score's 17-7. We're driving. And check this out. I actually caught this pass. Yeah, you can't see it on the film. Not that posterity really needs to know, but just so you know, folks, I caught... That guy was supposed to be covering me right there. That's how much I had him burnt. You can't see me. I caught... Oh, look at the referee right there. Incomplete. Son of a bitch. So in this game, I actually caught this ball here in the corner of this end zone. The very corner. He said I was out of bounds. I guess I was. He did have a good angle. I forgot about that. But I would have caught that. It would have been 17-14. Maybe a game. So here we go again. What are we going to do? Pitch to Billy Lasco. No go. Come on, guys. We need to score. Driving. I didn't know we got a drive going like this. There I am again with another catch. Look at Donnie Shaver, first down. You bet. See, clutch catches like that, people. That's what you want in a receiver. Oh, did he just fumble that freaking ball? Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, Grizzle. All right, folks. I didn't know that came in. Well, anyway, folks, that was the 19 Kutztown. That was fun. 36 minutes, not bad. But what you just saw there was a recap of the best game I ever played. I don't know, maybe it wasn't all that great. Touchdown, some catches, some nice runs. And we lost 17-7. But it was a good time for me after that game. After this game was played, it's interesting. This was the article for the game. Got my name up in lights there a little bit. But this was the recap of this game. KC Bowsen opener 17-7. American International rolled up 333 yards on the ground yesterday on the way to a 17-7 victory over Kutztown State College in the college football opener for both teams. Yeah. Textera, I guess that was number 43. And then that got me in there for the score. I love getting into box scores, by the way, guys. Love getting in the box scores. Look down on the bottom. Keeney, you're in there too, buddy. Keeney got his name in the paper. I got in the box score there with a 13-yard run. Great times. So that's how she ended 40 years ago today. So just a quick shout out to Jordan. I want to do this for more games, your games. So give me a call. Email me. Call me. Talk to me about your game films. I'd like for you to buy your game films, number one. Go to footballvideos.com right there and see if I have your games. And buy your games. You have to buy your games first. And then what we do is we're going to do a show for you. I've been calling guys right now from Penn State. Been talking to a lot of Penn State players. I went through Michigan State. I talked to a great group from Army. And what I'm trying to do is to get Army folks in here and show some of their Army games and recap the best Army-Navy games ever. So we're going to have a lot of fun here at Football is Life as time goes by. Thanks for joining in. I love the way all my IT stuff works. Shout out to the Wizard of Haas. You're the man. Matt Haas has helped me put this all together, and it isn't all there yet. I still got to watch a few more of the shows of Brenda. I got to watch more of Brenda's show, and she's got to teach me a little more about how to do this. But this was my second try, my second episode. So thank you for watching. Keep in touch, and remember, football is life.